Hi everyone, and welcome to another daily creative coding video, continuing on with Hydra, like we have since the end of last week. Maybe that was the beginning of last week. It's hard to tell anymore. And, I don't know. I think we're just going to keep playing around with things and seeing what happens. So, what I'm going to do here is, to start, just try modulating a oscillator by a rectangle and seeing what that looks like. Okay. So that's sort of what we would expect, given that that's sort of what we would expect, given that the modulation almost, takes the theme modulating part and treats it almost like a window into it. So from here, though, okay, what if we have it rotate a little? Okay. Okay. That's again sort of what we would expect from that. Give it some of those nice, slightly muted colors. Yeah, I think I like that color palette. Let's... Okay. Go do something slightly odd and see if this works. Okay. So we're going to modulate by blending the shape with the with our signal. So, okay. Nothing really at the moment, but what I think I'm going to try and do is see what happens if I rotate this the opposite direction. Let's see if that gives us a little more. Ah, okay. Cool. That is actually giving us some effects that are a little different. We've got this ghosting. That's kind of fun. So what happens if I change it from a blend to an add? Okay. Oh, so now you've got like this very serious ghosting as these rectangles are sort of layered on top of each other and rotating in opposite directions, kind of flaring out. What happens if I have the number of sides of the shape be time dependent? Okay. That's all right. That's not really what I wanted. I was wondering if there would, if the simulation of feedback would mean that, like, you would have, pentagon in the foreground and, like, the faded rectangle, like the shadow of a rectangle still in the background or something, because it was like an older signal. Maybe my intuition for this is still not the best, but that's okay. This does look cool. Let's maybe... Let's maybe try to find something else and then diff it. Oh no. This is definitely where I'm just going to be kind of making up stuff. Take the Voronoi, multiply by noise, and then do out 01. we can, I don't know, need to start putting things on new lines so that it's not too hard to read. Okay. Now, let's put a diff source of 01. Now what is going to happen? I'm not actually sure. We're just experimenting, and that's okay. All right, so let me, yeah, this should be good. It's kind of fun. Okay, so I know this is going to be horrendous, but let's just see what happens if we do a molt. Actually, it's more subtle than I thought it would be. Subtle enough, it might be worth actually playing with a bit. Okay, got these light and shadows here. Well, let me see. I think there's another function I want to mess with here. Yeah, let's do add another oscillator and with some color to it. Now let's do saturate. I think. Okay, I like that. Not quite pride flag colors, but you know, almost. That's good. Good and powerful. Yeah, actually, I like the texture of that. But I think it would be suited if I was also putting some kind of, let's see what happens if I put a scroll Y. Or like actually, let's do like a repeat Y. 5. Okay. Yeah, I like the way that looks. I actually like the way that looks a lot. Let me see. Is there anything else that would be sort of fun here? We can turn up the saturation more for more extreme gaudiness. We could change this rotation slightly. That's almost too fast. I like it when it's more subtle. How about this? Okay, that rotating at that speed I think looks pretty good. Let's see what happens if we do a little bit of... I don't really know what's going to happen here. This is, again, one of these moments where I'm sort of just winging it. But if we do... Let's just make sure that that's the... Yeah, modulate scroll X. Okay. We do that by the initial source. Okay. So as the oscillator is kind of moving through, it's sort of pushing the this signal around in space, which in turn is affecting this thing again. I like that effect quite a bit. Let's see what happens if I think I want to I think I almost want to do something like take out the edges and do like a mask of some larger thing. Do like scale. Let me see. Scale X and Y, or is it just? Yeah, it's just scale. Okay. Okay. Let's bring that in a little. Okay, so I actually really like that with the sort of the boundaries on it. Kind of a messed up diamond shape. And so with that, I think I have something worth saving in my notes, and I'm okay with ending the video here, and we can get back to this again tomorrow. I don't know about anyone else, but like I'm having fun trying to get better at Hydra. It's one of those skills. I mean, Olivia et al. Like have created just like the coolest thing here. I love it to death, but it was one of those things where I was never making myself take the time to actually get like good at it, and so now I'm trying to spend a little time every day and get actually get good, as the gamers say. So yeah, probably keep going with Hydra for at least through the end of the week. Maybe next week, and then get back to either music or something else. I'm actually currently working on a class kind of tying ideas of physics simulation into P5.js. I might end up taking some of the things I'm doing and doing some like creative coding experiment videos with that content too, sort of just like as I'm just like fussing around with doing stuff in P5. So yeah, see you in tomorrow's creative coding video.